Wait, you mentioned earlier about trolls, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, again, this is like a reactive thing too. How have you grown to deal with the internet? Because you mentioned how like you're at the end of the day, like you're a very calm person. You're not like super public facing. You're not in everybody's face all the time. Like you really keep to yourself, right? And I know, and in certain respects, like I'm the same way. And I feel like for people like us, when we see things online that are said about us, it could definitely have like a strong effect on us because it's like we just like to chill, right?
Absolutely.
How have you grown to deal with the people who troll you online or in your YouTube comments or in your Twitch chat? Like, what has been like the growth of like Flight Reacts and how you've dealt with people like that?
Oh man, I mean, shit, in the beginning it wasn't easy. But to be honest, like I always naturally just had thick skin. I just think that's just like it could possibly just come from genetics, just the way, just being raised and stuff. But I mean, I just look at just like if you just sit down most of the time, like, and you look at the trolls and you look at it, you just got to put on a scale like trolls and then stuff that happens in real life. Like I would start to notice as like my YouTube and everything and streaming or whatever would, as the years would go on, like how many people would say all those nasty things to you in person, and how many times will it be said online? And it's just like anybody can, be a persona behind the keyboard or, say whatever behind the keyboard comfortably or whatever, but it's like they're not going to say it on the line. I just feel like also it's like what you sign up for.
Yeah.
One thing also, I will also give credit to like what my mom would tell me when I was like first coming up is just tune out the comment section. Like even like still to this day, like I'll try to do my best and like read comments on whatever, but I keep it like a 10-second, 15-second ratio. Like I don't stay in there, because she told me that like you can find 100 good comments and then you're gonna find that one comment that's just gonna like, ruin your day, ruin your week and stuff. And it's just like you're purposely like going out your way to research hate to make yourself feel bad. And it's like once she told me that, I'm just sitting there, I'm just like, that's true. I'm sitting there on my phone taking the time to just find something so I can disagree with. Because basically what you're doing is you're just looking for confirmation. Obviously, you show love and everything back and stuff. Like that's easy, but it's more of just like if you keep scrolling and you're gonna find something that's gonna make you mad. Eventually, it's like I'm trying to think of anything. You keep running red lights, you're gonna get pulled over eventually. You know, so that's how I feel. Like you just gotta tune it out. No, obviously, even still to this day, like I'm human like everybody else. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm a robot and just oblivious to it. Like maybe a rare blue moon, something may get to me, but you just gotta keep pushing. Because somebody always has it 2 times worse.
I agree. I think I had seen somebody when I was posting about Mafiation, somebody had called me like an industry plan. I'm like, that is mad funny. Because like I was reading through some of the comments because like most of it was like my friends, and then I found that one person they're like Gabe's an industry plan. I'm like, that's really funny. Like, why would you put like? And then I thought about the same thing. I'm like, damn, bro, you're probably like miserable.
Exactly.
To like get online and just say this for no reason.
Yeah, that's another part too. Like most of the time when they're saying that stuff, they're not having the best life, so they're just taking it out on you or someone that's closer. So, or they just want to be in your position. So I look at it like they're just trying to bring you down.
I was about to say because like I feel like you've inspired so many like young creatives like in sports and Twitch streaming and YouTube like. And a lot of them look up to you too. Like, what would be like your main piece of advice for like the young kids who are 20, 21, 19, 18, whatever, that are like reactive to these situations?
Yeah.
Like, what would you like, or like even if you were talking to like younger Flight, because I feel like that they kind of go together. Like, what would you say to them?
Definitely. You gotta like tune everything out. You can't be satisfied. Like, stop being comfortable. You can have a good week and it's just like the next week comes along and then you just like, you're just going through the motions. I just feel like if you let up, all gas, no brakes. I feel like another thing too, people don't talk about is you being able to work through adversity. If somebody's like, that is sick or whatever, that's close to you, prayers, for them to get better. But it's like, you still got to be able to work through that adversity. Those are those days where you miss where it would have made a difference in your success. Or when you're not, even unfortunately, because we talk about mental health as well too. Like, if you're not mentally right, what I'm saying, the outside world doesn't care about that. You still got to push through. You still got to like fight like you're in a storm. And I feel like if you're able to get through the like humps like that, you're gonna be unstoppable. There's no way you're not gonna like be successful. Like, a lot of people, like a lot of the times, like even when I was coming up, I was going through all types of adversity, all types of mental issues, just mental. Wasn't there all the way, but I still pushed through. People wouldn't have even known that was going on. So it's just, I think that's the biggest thing people don't talk about. You got to be willing to just like eat through everything that's, bothering you, whatever.
I agree. And like, it's crazy because I was going to bring up the mental health convo next. Like you had spoken about how like content creating kind of like is like how you push through a lot of mental health stuff, like working, right? And I very much deeply relate to that, right? Because just like doing stuff like this is like how I keep my mind off of like whatever stuff I'm doing, or it's how I overcome my hurdles, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think the important part of that conversation is talking about burnout, right?
Yep.
How do you push through the mental health issues by working, but avoid the burning out part of it?
Oh man, you gotta like know how to give yourself like breaks and stuff. Like even still to this day, I struggle with like learning how to properly like give myself breaks and just being like, okay,
Same.
take 2 days, But yeah, it just comes with balance. I mean, I notice if you get too burnt out, like it just affects the work. So I mean, that's just like the case in point. You just gotta put everything into balance. You can't work 25 days, 30 days, 45 days straight without not having no type of like, some type of a leisure breakdown, whatever. Even if it's like a 10-minute, 20-minute break, you gotta like know how to pace yourself like you're in a race, So
yeah, I agree.
like, yeah.
And like I also think like I want to know like what is like your routine now?
Yeah.
Like what is your day-to-day routine now, and like whether it's content creating or just life?
Yeah. Oh man. Honestly, like every day is like, this is a blessing. It's like a different day. Like, there's some days where, I'll wake up, I'll fire on a 3 to 4 hour stream, grab lunch or whatever, spend time with the kids, hit the studio, come back, load up and do like 3 to 5 YouTube videos. And then there's other days I'll switch it up. Maybe I'll see the kids in the morning. Or maybe, I'll go to the studio in the morning and switch it up.
Yeah.
Like, it's really like, it's a cool thing. You just make your own schedule. So that's really what the day-to-day basis is. Like, maybe I can be doing all 3 or 4 of these things in one day, or maybe I'll do one thing in one day. Like, pretty much how the day-to-day life is going.
Right, it's kind of the benefit of being able to be our own bosses and be able to like do our own schedules, like spend time with the family here, do the content creation here, right?
Yeah.